Howdy y'all, today is January 9th and it is a little after 5:30, it might be 5:30, I don't know, but the chickens are still out. Since the days are getting longer, the chickens are staying out a lot later. So far it's about a half hour more already, just with the few weeks of the change in day length. So that's pretty cool. It's about time to move this fence. You can't see it in the video as well, but you see that's nice and green out there. It's a little drier, dirtier grass over here, so I think I'll go ahead and expand it all the way out because there's a lot more net that I can use and make the area a little bigger. They're getting better about going up on their own, but there's still a little bit of a struggle some days. The Americanas and the Buffs are all out running around doing their thing. Leia here is my broody hen. She's been broody for a couple weeks now, so she should be coming toward the end of it. She's kind of weird because she only sits where the eggs are. Unlike Frizzle will pick a box and she will stay there for the full incubation time, whether there's eggs there or not. Leia will move nesting boxes depending on where the eggs are. So I have some updates regarding the barn. I finally figured out the style I'm going with, the builder who I'm going to go through all those details. And tomorrow morning I'm actually meeting the builder out at the property to go over some things, sign some contracts and get things moving. So that's super exciting. I'm looking forward to that. I'll let you guys know more details on that tomorrow. As far as the survey work, I haven't heard from them. They don't really need me the first go around. The second go around, when they're actually out there putting in the stakes, I'll be out there for that. Hopefully that'll take place sometime this week, but I'm not sure. They just said it was going to happen. So I did hear my property and the property to the south of me. The deeds don't quite match up as far as where the southern border of the property is. There's like a 6-foot discrepancy. So I don't know what's going to come of that, whether it's in my favor or my neighbor's favor, but we'll find out when it happens. So anyway, those are the updates I have for now, and I'll let you guys know more as I know more. These guys are starting to sound off. So the rooster's saying, hey, there's something not right. My guess is something probably just flew over. The Buffs and Marins aren't real happy about it either. These guys are my party animals. They are all out of the coop. There's not one inside. All the Buffs are already up and on their roost. So they're the old ladies. Howdy y'all, today is January 10th. Just taking off from my property out here. I met with the barn builder, got the contract signed and ready to go. So now I'm on the list. The barn is coming along, so I'm really happy to have that done. So very, very excited. About 6 o'clock and the Americanas are actually all up tonight and the Buffs and Marins are still hanging out. So I guess there's no real rhyme or reason to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and close them up, get them done for the day, and then hop over and do the Buffs. Howdy y'all, today is January 11th. Let's let the chickens out. So, details on the barn. It's a 24 by 36. It has a loft. It's basically 2 stories, stairs and everything. As far as other details, I kind of want you guys to be surprised. So, build is going to be about 3 months out. It could be sooner, but I don't know. That's just the timeline they gave me. So, I'll give you that much information, but I'm super excited that that project is at least underway. I still haven't heard anything from the survey company, so I'm really just waiting for a phone call to say, hey, it's done, come on out, check it out. So whenever that happens, it'll happen. The rooster back there, the Americana rooster, is getting a little frisky with some of his hens, and the hens aren't having it. He actually has crowed before. I haven't got a video of it yet, but it's a puny little crow. It's coming along though. So Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and crack open the top of the beehive now and see what that candy board's looking like and see if I need to potentially build another one before winter's over. They've definitely chewed their way through a little bit more sugar, but nothing terrible. If you look at the video, you can kind of see some potential mold or just wet spot on the top of that inner cover. So you can tell there's a little bit of moisture in there still. That actually kind of happened over the summer. So that candy board should still be helping to wick that moisture away a little bit. But there's a lot of bees in there. It actually smells really good. I can smell it even just walking into the yard. It just smells like bees. It smells like honey, it smells like pollen, wax, it smells like everything bee, and it smells so good. I cannot wait to get back in the hives full throttle this spring. And speaking of that, I do need to order some more bees, so I'll probably do that today. My plan is to do 3 hives next year. So this hive I want to split, so I'll get 2 out of that, and then I'm going to go ahead and order another package of bees. I'm going to put 1 out at my new property I just got a few months ago. I'm a little bit worried about putting them out there just because it is a lot of farm fields around there, and I know they're spraying pesticides, all sorts of junk. So I don't know how well the bees will do out there, especially since I don't really have much established. I did plant a lot of clover, so they will appreciate that, but I'm going to do a test run out there, see how well it works the first year, and then I'm going to do 2 hives over here. So roosters are generally the last chicken outside of the coop and the last chicken top up on the roost. They'll normally kind of round up all the hens, say, hey, it's time to get to somewhere safe for the night, and make sure everyone gets up before them. This guy, on the other hand, isn't doing a very good job just yet. He got a couple of his hens in and corralled, but he forgot a few more stubborn ones, I guess. So he's still learning. So as you can see, Doodle-Doo there, the one eating from the feeder, is the top rooster, not the little guy sitting on the top. It's kind of too dark to see him anyway. But he's a good rooster, definitely the alpha. He's making sure all the ladies go up first, and he will be the last one up. So he is doing a fine job. What is that? That's scary. Let me help you. Only got 10 chickens out here. The rest are all hanging out up in their little house. I see a tail up there. You guys don't want that pepper? Never seen a pepper before, have you? There we go. Howdy y'all, today is January 12th. It's been really rainy, wet, and kind of cold today, so didn't bother letting the chickens out. So yeah, I'm not gonna let the chickens out. They're gonna tear up the yard more, so it's not worth it. There's not really that much grass out there anyway. So today, since it was kind of a washout, I did go ahead and order some bees. So I ordered it's called a nucleus. Basically you get 5 frames. It's a started hive. So I got them from, what's it called? Tree City Bee. That's in Indiana. I wanted to do that last year when I first got my beehive, but I couldn't find anywhere in Indiana that had bees for sale by the time I ordered those. So my current beehive, I think, came from Georgia. So I was kind of interested to see how the bees held up through the winter, because Georgia obviously doesn't get as cold as Indiana, but so far the bees have held up just fine. But yeah, so I ordered a nucleus colony. So it's already started, so the bees will get up and running a lot quicker, and they're native to Indiana, which is fantastic. So those are coming sometime in April or May. There's not a specific set date yet, so I have to go pick them up whenever I get an email. So I'm glad to have the bees ordered and one more thing crossed off the list. Howdy y'all, today is Friday the 13th. It's really cold and kind of gross out, so I'm just running some food and bedding out to the chicken coops while they kind of run around and do their thing. So the Americana's feed bin is completely out, and there's just a little bit of feed in there that you can't get out with scoop. So what I like doing is actually taking that trash can, dumping it out upside down, and getting everything out before I put a new bag in. And there we go, 3 bags, 150 pounds of food, and the Americanas are set for a while. I just saw a new dog over at the neighbors kind of running behind the property here. I actually hear the owner out yelling for him, so that's good. I did just get the Buffs and Marans up because they're the most exposed, being, you know, in this area up front. The other group isn't as exposed, so if a dog came in the yard, they wouldn't see him right away, but I think I might be good. I went ahead and put the Americanas up. A different dog on the loose, maybe still the neighbors, I don't know. There's kind of people out chasing them around, and they're all kind of tucked back in the woods in that field back there, so I don't feel like losing any chickens today. So they're all up. It's about time for them to go up anyway, so it's not a big deal. I still have some bags I'm going to carry around. Probably just bedding at this point. I kind of want to see what these dogs are about before I just start taking off, because it's kind of a trek to get from one place to the other, bringing things back. So anyway, I'm going to wait it out for a minute. So that wraps up this week's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. There's a lot of things going on, especially with the pole barn getting built and kind of set. It is a pole barn, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned that. So yeah, I never did hear anything from the survey company. It's not the end of the world. I know it's coming up very soon. I just haven't gotten a phone call from it yet saying it's done. There's no real huge rush on that. It's just whenever it is done, I'll be able to set some posts and get some things going. But that won't affect the barn building in any way. So that's it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week.